Girl, this crypto child. Do you invest in crypto?
Nope,
Okay. I have a
absolutely
little bit,
not.
not much, like, maybe a few $1,000 invested in crypto, but apparently you are in the minority of minorities. Because
Yeah.
black
Come
folks
take my
seem to
black card. It's been threatened many times.
we over index apparently on in crypto
Yeah, to a
investing.
disturbing level.
Yeah.
To a disturbing level. Well, the reason I think we're talking about it is there's these headlines about. I mean, obviously the stock market has been just in the trash can for a long time, quite a minute now.
Hmm.
But crypto, especially, like there's actually a study by the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas. They're like a big deal. Okay, when they do studies, it matters.
Hmm.
And one of these stats that they found, one of these pieces of data that they found, really disturbed me. And I
Mm.
think, of course, I feel like you had to have been living under a rock if you didn't get any kind of crypto content as a black person in America over the past couple of years. And I knew it was increasingly popular and all of that, but black investors are more likely to have crypto than stocks or mutual funds. When did we
Mm.
get to that level of
Yeah.
what happened? And I'm like, damn it, we missed some steps in between, y'all.
Yes.
We missed some very important building blocks in between. And it sucks because it's almost like it's not like crypto is meant to be a predatory financial product, but
No.
I feel like it just shows when the difference between knowledge and education, for in my
Yes.
mind. We learned a thing about a thing, learned of
Hmm.
crypto and how it existed, but like the holistic education
Yes.
wasn't there. And so it just kills me because, I mean, how many people thought I'm building wealth and I'm taking some, steps toward breaking generational
Hmm.
poverty and all that, only to be like, oh crap, what have I done?
And I think that's why we over index, because we're so far behind in like the wealth, because of that wealth gap. So I think a lot of folks, and I understand why, thought that this would be a way to close that gap more quickly, because I never saw people talk about investing more than the last few years in like the black community. It has exploded. The talk about investing has exploded. And I have been trying to caution people that you ought to invest, but you don't neglect the foundational financial steps, It's one of the reasons, honestly, why I wrote Get Good with Money, because I was like, do you have your budget? I know it's not sexy. Are you saving, are you in control of your debt? How's your credit looking? Do you know how to earn? Because once you have this foundational things, then you can invest in a way that, yes, you could take some risks over here, but you can invest in a way that is more likely to return a solid return. And then with like a percentage, maybe 5% of your portfolio, you're a little bit more risky, maybe more if you're a little bit younger. But I think that that's what we saw. Like one of my go-to folks that I listen to, Ian Dunlap of the Master Investor. He's on one of our other favorite podcasts that we like to listen to, Earn Your Leisure. Well, they have two. They have Earn Your Leisure and they have Earn Your Leisure Market Mondays. So he does Market Mondays. He's just like super smart and intelligent when it comes to the market. And you would think, he's a young brother, and he would always say he was like, light on crypto, because he was like, ultimately, he was like, "You're seeing all these people talk about it because it's sexy. I'm here to talk about the investing fundamentals, and I'm not convinced that crypto is not it's not still wildly swinging yet." This was before, when crypto was doing really well. He was like, "Yeah, but the market has over 100 years in the game." So, but folks, we're listening to the pop up new financial educators who just came to market, who,
It just
just learned crypto.
it just
And
makes me think about how we have food deserts in black communities and all you can get is
yeah.
like the corner store with the junk food and the processed shit.
Hmm.
And maybe there's a couple of like healthy items there, but the quality of the information is so
Yes.
not great by the time it gets to our neighborhoods or wherever we live. And that's what
Yes.
I feel like this is indicative of too. We need the whole foods of financial advice. We deserve that.
Yes.
Like there should be the fun sprinkles, but there also should be the substance. Like we need the
Yes.
good quality stuff. And for me, that's that basic, core investing information so that you're
Hmm.
not over indexing on that junk, you know?
Hmm. That's why we have Brown and
And
Bishop, baby, in our Q&A.
yes,
That's why
Brown
y'all are here
Ambition.
listening. You
And
get the
like,
whole meal. We not just snacks up in here. We might look like a
right?
snack, but we serving whole meals up in here.
I don't think we've ever talked about crypto and on this show because I know there's been like dips in the past too. And I think for a hot minute, I did own like a tiny, tiny bit of Bitcoin. But it's just anyway. But and I think we've only ever discussed it in the context that I think it deserves to be discussed in, which is like this is a new territory.
Yeah.
It's it's an untested new asset.
Hmm.
What even is it? And the reasons I think people were drawn to it is like, oh, it's and there's like lack of fundamental trust in the banking sector. I think in
Yeah.
just Black households in general, and
Hmm.
crypto felt like that alternative. It felt like something that could be ours and didn't have like that like
Hmm.
that baggage that came with it. But the fact that some people are treating crypto like a savings account, like it's supposed to be
Girl.
safe
Yeah.
from the effects of stock market crashes and a recession,
Hmm.
like recession proof investment. Like I don't know
Yes.
where that can we blame Paris Hilton or Matt Damon? Is it their faults? Like I don't know,
Because I
because that is
think
not the case.
I thought that I think at first, well, crypto first came about. Like the underbelly of crypto was like so people could do illegal activity. They could do bad things with bad people. So you could sell
Yeah.
drugs, you could do things and not get caught. But then, like when traditional kind of investors started to latch on, the what I was hearing from them that crypto is a hedge against recessions. So as
Mm.
the traditional money goes down in value, and well, really not a hedge against recession, more so a hedge against inflation. That like as traditional money loses its value, crypto, because it's not tied to like a country or a place or government, crypto should remain solid. But what we see is that like that's not true, that
Mm-hmm.
all things are linked. So the dollar bill is, like what is our inflation rate now? Like 8 point something percent. Crypto
Yeah.
has lost about 50% of its value, of if not more for some
It's just
coins.
as susceptible to the emotions that drive stock market crashes as any
Hmm.
other asset. I don't understand, how was it not supposed to be impacted
I
by
know.
like market forces? How? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, now we know. We know now,
Now we
child.
know
Like
it's
people
been
are really
tested.
like,
This is the test that we've been waiting for.
yes. Hmm.
What's going to happen with Bitcoin? Again, I think back to my like really annoying econ professor from college and his Hawaiian t-shirts, who I'm sure, or his Hawaiian shirts, who would love this grand economic experiment that we're in right now. Like, what will happen? So
Hmm.
just more data.
Hey, BA fam. We're on YouTube. Woohoo! Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And while you're at it, why don't you go over to that little bell icon and just tap that for us. Show the BA fam how much you love us. And that way you'll also get notifications when new videos drop. Also, share the channel with a friend. We're always like, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And thank y'all so much again for all the support.